In this video, I am going to share a general roadmap into the cosmetology industry. What services you can do right now without any formal schooling, what you need just a little bit of training for, what you need a cosmetology license for, what you would need a license plus additional schooling for, and what you need different schooling for entirely, like cosmetic chemistry and dermatology. If you have never seen my face before, welcome. My name is Shannon. I'm a hairstylist and industry educator out of rural Midwest Illinois. I have been in the field since 2008, and along with being licensed, I also hold an applied science degree in cosmetology. So let's see if I can use all of that to share a little insight into a huge industry. So let's first talk about what you can do right now without any formal training. Of course, always check with your state protocol. I am not a lawyer. I don't know the laws in all 50 states. I am pretty familiar with Illinois, but that's about it. So right off the bat, you can do freelance makeup artistry, you could do hairstyling, and you can do things like spray tanning. Hairstyling can include braiding or bridal updos, things like that. They are kind of looking into making the braiding business more, more regulated. So definitely check with your state. I'm not familiar on all the updates. At this point in time, I'm pretty sure you can do things like bridal styling and braiding without a license. So aside from those first three, the spray tanning and the makeup and the hairstyling, everything else I'm going to cover, you need to be licensed for in order to charge for them. If you do them on friends and family for free, that is totally legal, but as soon as you start charging like a business, that is where you need to have your license in order for it to be legal. So there are a couple of things you can do to be legal in the beauty industry without going through the whole cosmetology program. If you know you want to specialize in either of these things, it's going to save you a lot of time to just do this program instead of the full cosmetology program. And that would be estheticians and nail techs. The timing of these courses vary from state to state, but usually what I found, they're anywhere from as little as 250 hours to as much as like 800, somewhere in there. So as an esthetician, you can do waxing, you can do facials, microdermabrasion, wraps, and things like that, anything that has to deal with the skin. So you could work in a spa or a resort. You could also be a medical esthetician or a clinical esthetician where you would work in places more like med spas where they do Botox and injections and things like that, or a dermatologist's office. You, of course, would only be able to focus on the skin care, but if the medical side of things is more your vibe, then that would be a great path for you to choose. So those are a couple fields that take less schooling than a cosmetology license. So with a cosmetology license, you can do all of the above, plus chemical services like coloring, perms, straighteners, relaxers, things like that. And you can also cut hair with scissors, razors, clippers, things like that. And you can also do extensions. You could also be a trichologist if you want, which focuses on the health of the scalp and hair loss and thinning. If you wanted to go into trichology, additional training is recommended, but it is not at this time required from what I found. But it is definitely beneficial to look into additional courses and will give you a lot more credibility. Additional licensing or certification is also recommended for things like permanent cosmetics and lash extensions. In some states, permanent cosmetics is a whole different licensure altogether, and in other states, it's not regulated at all, so you will just have to check and see. And then there are a few careers in the beauty industry that you don't need a license for at all. It's completely different schooling altogether, and that is cosmetic chemistry and dermatology. So cosmetic chemistry is if you wanted to work with product development in a lab, actually creating the products. And for that, you need a bachelor's degree in some sort of science. Biochemistry would be a really good one. And to be a dermatologist, you do not need a cosmetology license, you need your doctorate. Dermatologists are medical doctors, and they differ greatly from estheticians and trichologists. They all three have to deal with the health and condition of the skin, but only a board-certified dermatologist can do things like treat cancer, take biopsies, take blood, perform surgery, and prescribe medication. Some other degree programs would include an applied science degree, which is what I have. You could get your bachelor's of arts in salon management, and then also cosmetic chemistry and dermatology. If you would like to know more about my applied science degree, I just made a video last week all about it, and I will link it down below. Congratulations! You made it all the way to the end of the video. To celebrate, I will share a little fun fact about myself. I won Best Smile my senior year of high school, which is so weird because I take terrible care of my teeth. Never had braces, barely brush them, honestly. Once a day for sure, of course. Do not floss. I get asked all the time what I use to whiten my teeth. I don't. I was just blessed with naturally white teeth, I guess. I used a couple whitening strips like years ago, and I don't know. Before I go, I also want to do a little subscriber shout out to Abby. She is one of my loyal subscribers, always comments such nice things on my videos, so round of applause for Abby.